website 78%, newsletter 46%, leaflet 28%, email 54%, and posters 25%. The age group of respondents were under 16, 1%, 16 to 24, 1%, 25 to 39, 31%, 40 to 54, 39%, 55 to 64, 10%, 65 to 74, 15%, and 75 and over, 3%. Asked about the benefits of the community centre, there were 95 comments. Asked the contact details, house number and postcode, there were 115 responses. Asked if respondents were prepared to get involved, volunteering, etc. There were 27 positive responses. The survey programme will continue with door-to-door interviews over the coming weeks, with personal interviews and additional opportunities to complete questionnaires at several community events throughout the summer. Website. The survey so far indicates that residents, 78%, like to be kept informed about the project through a website. We recognise that an effective website is crucial to keep supporters and the general public informed about progress and future plans. Also, it is an ideal means of seeking further support, promoting supporters with web links and providing news with photos and video links. We have secured funding of £1,000 from NYCC County Council locality budget, thanks to the support of Councillor Mike Jordan. This grant is towards the cost of our feasibility study and will assist in the establishment of a website. We are currently in discussion with design and hosting companies and hope to have a working website in a few weeks. Further funding. We are currently applying for funding from 2 local sources. Major funding. The total funding we require in terms of land purchase and actual construction costs will be recognised probably be in excess of the limits of any individual funder, and the consortium of funders will probably be the way forward. We will make initial contact with funders to ascertain whether our project is one they will consider and at what level of funding. This way we can concentrate our efforts and build working partnerships with a group of funders, all working towards the same end. The application process, done well, can be time-consuming and labour-intensive if the desired results are to be obtained. Therefore, a sensible approach is to contact funders with an outline plan, give them a flavour of what we are trying to achieve, and let them advise us if the full application has been considered. So firstly, that's the state of play at the moment. It's very much initial consultation, and that's it.
Okay, thanks for that, Bob. Has anybody got any questions that they want to ask on that? No? Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes.
I've actually had an email from Mr. Markham.
Yep.
And he's asked some questions here, and unfortunately, Julie's not been able to answer them. Some of them are directed at yourself,
right,
and some of them are directed to Julie regarding the declarations, register of interest. So I'll read a letter out to you, then I'll give you questions then. Dear Parish Clerk, I have read the Council's amended declaration of interest that you sent yesterday. Now I am seeking clarification. The amendment shows Hall for Hemingruff in the charitable bodies section. That presumably applies to the certificate of incorporation of a private limited company of that name. And then it gives the number. And the 11th of February 2016. Granted to the parish deputy chairman, is stated in, on Facebook and elsewhere, is to build community hall. He claims to ask for the support of Selby District Community Engagement Forum that he intends on behalf of the parish council. He reports on some aspects of the KEF, but not the KEF support for his aim. His aim was not mentioned in the council minutes for a year. Now his new declaration that you have had since February was not mentioned to councillors nor the public, and the Charities Commission website did not include that company in its registered charity list this morning. Is the new company a formal charitable body as declared? Does it conform to Charity Commission rules? And then to Julie, how do you bring amended entries to the council's attention? How can councillors and the public be kept informed if you do not, when the district council fails to ensure all parish councillors register of interest are kept up to date on its own website. Only 4 of the 11 councillors were listed this morning, all dated 2012, and the Parish Council website does not link to that register, as it must according to national rules. I am guessing you do not know your link is broken. This clarification is in addition to my outstanding question about a verbal declaration when the Deputy Chairman reports to the Council on his CAF duties. Excuse me if this issue is outside your competence, in which case I will redirect my request to the Monitoring Officer, who at least has the duty of ensuring that parish registers are up to date and displayed for inspection. Thank you, sincerely, Jake Markham. Now, there's 2 questions there, Bob, that specifically aimed at you. I don't know if you could answer them, and that is the new company a formal charitable body as declared?
No, it isn't. I can just read you something here that this is from the 13th of February 2016, an email from myself to Company's House. Last week I set up this company, which is the Hope Henry Group, using your website, but unfortunately I seem to have registered as a private limited company rather than as a community interest company limited by guarantee. Is there any way this can be corrected, or can I set up an additional CIC and leave the one I registered dormant? I appreciate your assistance in this matter and supplying additional information. Right? So, you see, everybody makes mistakes. So I tried to correct that. This is back in February.
Right.
Within 5 days of actually setting up the company and realising that there was a problem there. I received back from on the 15th of February from the Company's House. Dear Robert, thank you for your email. Company name, Hope Henry Limited. You have options. You can leave the company but register and set up another company with a similar name as a CIC. You cannot use the web filing service. These incorporations must be on paper, INO1 CIC 36, landmarks and £35 fee. Then I went on to explain there's also a sort of convoluted process which we must convert the existing company to a CIC and to provide information below. If I can just state at this stage that what we are doing is setting up a community interest company, leaving that one dormant as this House suggested, and the community interest company will be called Hope Henningrove Development Community Interest Company. Does that answer your question?
It answers that question, yeah. But the other question, it actually, I believe it answers that, because it says, does it conform to the Charity Commission rules, which it's not a charity, sorry, it's not a charity. Okay, and now I've got to, it's Julie's turn now. Julie, how do you bring amended entries to the Council's attention?
The procedure that should happen is when the register of interests are completed, I have a copy that I hold on file, and I send a copy to Selby District Council, and they should update their website with the updated register. And there is a link on our website which then links you from that website onto their website. I wasn't aware the link was broken. I have asked for them to fix that, and I'm waiting for them to fix it. It's not something I can do, so I've asked them to do that. The last registers weren't put on, so the ones that you all filled in recently, at the beginning of the year, they've been sent to Selby District Council, and they have been sent registered post, and I have chased them up and asked them to make sure that they are put on ASAP. They have been signed for, so they have definitely received them at Selby District Council. So I'm just waiting for them to put that on, but I physically can't do that. That's something that Selby District Council have to do.
So that begs the question, is it worth it putting our own registered interest on our website?
On our website.
Can we do that?
I can look into it. Yeah, at the moment, what you're supposed to do is just click on the link and it takes you there, but obviously that's dependent on them putting it on their website. I can certainly look into that, John.
How much are we paying, Vision? Is it £200 a year?
110.
110. I don't know what the ruling is with regards to having it on your website.
I think you're supposed to be available. I don't know about whether it has to be on your own website. I think as long as you've got a link, that's adequate, but obviously the link's broken.
Well, if you can just check into it and see what it is, see what we're doing. And then there is another question, and that is this clarification is in addition to my outstanding question about a verbal declaration. I don't think a verbal declaration is necessary once you stand and put it on your declaration.
If it's on your register of interest, and you don't have to declare it every time. You only have to declare something that isn't on your register of interest, or something that crops up that you haven't put on, that you then realise you should have put on, and then you can register that as an extra.
Yeah.
But if it's already on, you don't have to declare it at each meeting.
Right. When we say if it's already on, is that when you fill the paperwork in and handed it over, or is it when it's actually appeared on the website?
No, if you filled your register of interest in, I would take it it's from when you filled your register of interest in.
Okay. So that's it then, that's the question there. And then we've got another email, I think you've all got a copy of this one. And this is addressed to me. Dear Chairman of Hemingway Parish Council, I propose Hemingway Parish Council seeks a formal representation on the Independent Village Working Group over Hemingway by the appointment of one councillor given the duty of briefing councillors and the public at monthly council meetings. I believe that duty cannot be handed to the working group chairman, Mr. R. Proctor, by virtue of his registration of a private limited company, which is now changed, of that same name and his lack of council briefings until prompted in May 2016 despite his many local discussions. The Parish Council should have formal involvement in the Village Hall project, especially at its inception, and should not rely on reading external Facebook postings, prompts from residents and the presence of Parish Councillors not wearing their council hats. Sincerely, Greg Markham. Now, I don't know what we do about that, because it's simple fact, because it's of no concern to them, not necessarily no concern, but it's not involved, the Parish Council is not actually involved with it. Technically we can't ask for a rep to be on that group. Now, if the people on the group of the all of Edinburgh came to the Parish Council and asked the Parish Council if they'd endorse their project and support it, even in favour, sorry, not in favour, in principle, then in that respect, then the Parish Council could actually ask for a rep to be involved within that group, who would then report back to the Parish Council on its progress. I don't think it's a bad idea, but until we're approached as Parish Council by the group, then there's nothing we can do about that.
Could I just make an additional comment there? As I tried to explain in my report, the current situation is that we're doing a feasibility study. We're not actually building a memorial hall. Sorry, a community centre. So there isn't a project as such until the feasibility study is completed. At that time, then we can look at who else we get involved.
Yeah.
But we need to know, first of all, is it what the community wants?
Yeah, that's fine.
Early indications are that it is, but until the actual survey is completed, we don't know.
Okay, that's fine, well thanks for that. But obviously, if you feel at any time that you want to involve Parish Council in these, do is come and